right, how to start a 1925 Ford Model T. So first, you want to get the parking brake on. So that's attached to this lever, which goes through the floor. So this lever, when you pull it back, it actually moves forward 2 rods to metal shoes on metal drums at the back wheel. Beyond that, it also applies to the clutch so that you disengage the engine from the driveline. So in this configuration, we're in neutral and the parking brake's on. We want a little bit of gas, so the gas is the right lever. The spark, we want to retard it, make it very late after top dead center. So the spark is up, just a little bit of fuel. And then once the engine starts, it's going to labor, so I'll quickly advance the spark to a more normal condition. All right, this is 1925, so it has a battery ignition, which started on closed cars in 1919. And so I'll put the key in, and so I'll go to the battery position. There's also the magneto position, which is an alternating current electrical generator on the flywheel. All right, so we've got parking brake, spark retarded, a little bit of fuel. Now the choke is here. There's also a lever underneath for the main jet of the carburetor. Since it's pretty warm outside and we had it running a little bit ago, the carburetor's pretty well set. But if it's winter time or cold, I'll actually open up the main jet lever here to get a little more fuel. But I'll give it a little choke when we crank, and then advance the spark once we hear the engine running. Okay, the button for the starter motor is down on the floor right here. And that's a little switch that just connects the battery, which is back here, to the starter motor on the left side of the engine. All right, here we go. Now, sometimes it starts by itself when I give it battery. Let's see what happens. Nope. Okay, so I've got ignition on one cylinder. You can hear the buzz coils, and I think we're ready to go. Here we go. Okay, so advance the spark. Here's the gas. So that's the throttle. And then the ignition timing of the spark, if you make it later, what's called retarding the spark, it really labors. That's after top center. But if I advance it, you can hear the engine gets to a much happier spot. And then as you accelerate, you'll often advance the spark just to get best power. Now, the magneto system, I'll switch to it. Now it's running on alternating current to the 4 coils under the dash. It's a much stronger, higher voltage at higher engine speeds. It's a little harder to start on the magneto because it doesn't generate much voltage. So we'll go to idle, and yeah. Once we're ready to stop, we just turn the ignition off and we're done.
Thank you.